Welcome to Dark Chocolate Mocha with your hosts, Anthony and Adriana. It
Hello.
is Sunday, August 17th, and this is episode three, heretofore
Three.
Untitled.
Is it episode three or is it two? This is our third
Yeah, I guess
video.
it's technically two, but
It's
uh,
fine. This is the
I
third time
mean,
doing
do we
this.
count zero?
Yeah.
Do we count the pilot?
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, that was a tester.
Huh.
That was a tester.
I actually have coffee. It is not a mocha, but since there needs to be a little coffee on the Dark Chocolate Mocha podcast.
We'll get there one day. I'm the dark chocolate. Obviously, she's the mocha.
I am mocha. Yes. I'm the milk in this equation. Oh, hello. Here, the Snitten
Well,
has joined us.
all
The
right.
Snitten has entered the chat.
Perfect. Now that everyone's here,
Now that everyone's here, yes. How are you?
I'm good. A little tired. Had
You
a
partied last night.
party last night. Not really. We watched Jaws. It's the 50th anniversary. It's because it came out in 1975, and so we're like, hey, let's watch Jaws.
So
And I
did
have
you
a
watch
lot of
Jaws in a pool?
no,
Oh, come
yeah.
on.
So if I were still at my mom's, because she has a pool,
Why didn't you just go
I
to your mom's? Your mom would not have minded.
no, she wouldn't have, but like with
She actually would have been
our
thrilled.
crowd, yeah, no, with our crowd though, we be a little loud, but like she's also like there's like my nana's there too. We don't want to disrupt her and
Just be
like
considerate, I guess. Like,
yeah, and like our friends are, but like we also have more space than my mom. But if we did it in a pool, that would be another thing because we did do that. I did do that before with Ryden. I set up projector in the backyard.
mhm.
We just floated in the pool and watched the Avatar.
So
But
legit, like the first time I saw Jaws, I think God, my dad was living in La Quinta, so I would have been like 12 maybe, something like that. Um, and I remember being so scared, like after the movie, I had to take the garbage out, and I remember thinking like, I'm so scared to take the garbage out. Why am I scared? This is a movie about a shark. I'm in
shark
the
in the
middle of the
ocean.
desert. I'm not even in the water, but I'm afraid to take the garbage out right now.
Yeah, no, I had so many questions. Like, because I think I've seen it once upon a time or just bits and pieces. I don't know. I don't remember. If I did, it was a long time ago. Um, but I have so many questions. Like, one, do you remember the movie?
Mostly.
Mostly, like, so basically they're like, uh, I forget where they are, but beach town, whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Beach
in
Town,
the May,
America.
yeah. And of course, it's 1975. And like there was shark attack. Oh my God. Girl dies. Um,
Very scandalously too. It's like she's skinny dipping, and then her punishment for skinny dipping is she gets ate by a shark.
yeah. And then they basically don't say anything. Right. And then just cuts to like a week later, beach, like people are at the beach in the middle of the day, whatever, and shark attack, shark eats this little boy.
Mhm.
And
At what point do the authorities get involved?
yeah. So that's the thing that I have questions about. Like the authorities were involved and the basically they're like, hey, like you knew there was a shark attack last week and you didn't tell anybody, you didn't shut down the beaches.
Nah,
And they're
it's the
like,
70s.
no.
Life has no meaning.
Basically. And so I turned and then what happens was they were so it was the 4th of July, and they're like, "Oh no, we gotta open the beach. We're gonna have the beach things." And
Oh, that's right. They're
the
like,
cop's like, "No, we gotta
yeah.
close this down." And it's like, "No, on the 4th of July? No, we're not
It's
closing the
not like
beach on the
you
4th."
make money off of a beach. Like
Ex
you can't, you don't even have the
exactly.
excuse of like
It's
we're losing money. It's like it's a beach.
the beach. Like it's like you're not like one, yes, it'd be two, like why are you just like you're the mayor of this town? Like, don't you have something better to do than hang out at a beach? Like,
I mean,
you got
clearly
some
not.
paperwork to do? Like, what are you doing here? What's going on? And then so they're open on the 4th of July. Um, and then so I forget if it was the cop or someone else, or if it was a scientist dude. Um, but basically someone pays he's like this little kid to like go in the water. He's got like a cardboard cut out of a fin. And
Oh,
so he
that's
just
right.
starts
Yeah.
swimming like next to people, and they're like, ah, shark. Or first, before that happened, um, no, so 4th of July, bunch of tourists, everybody's just piling on the beach, crowded beach. By the way, like I love beaches, but I there's
I'm
too like
going
when
to,
there's too many people, like
yeah,
you're in somebody else's area. Like, no, like
I'm
that
going to,
doesn't.
I'm going to LA in a couple of weeks. And I was like, I could go to the beach, but why would I do that to myself? It's going to be Labor Day weekend in LA. Like, I
Oh,
would, oh, just no,
yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, you could,
no, no.
but
My goals are get In and Out and Mexican food because I don't have,
because
I
y'all
don't
have
have,
that there.
I know there's no good I had Mexican food yesterday. The margarita was fantastic. The Mexican food, very mid.
I mean, the farther away you get from the border, like
hmm
you're at the wrong side of the border.
I am,
Your
yeah.
border is
I'm at the
Canada.
wrong border. Yeah. Great moose meat, I
Um,
guess, if I want that.
I mean, but so nobody's in the water. They're just like everybody's just on the beach, and then the mayor basically goes up to this couple and they're like, "Hey, you guys should get in the water." And they're like, did you guys just have a
Why?
shark
I don't
attack?"
understand.
I'm
Like,
like, dude, why
do
are you
you
trying
make
to just
money
get
off
people?
of people being in the water?
No, I don't. Again,
Are you afraid you're
questions.
gonna get a bad Yelp review or
Yeah,
something?
y'all didn't exist in the 70s. Like, there's
I
no internet.
know, that's my point though.
Like, what the fuck? Um, so basically, like these, this couple, they take their kid and they're like, okay, like creeping slowly into the water, and then they're in the water, and then other people see them in the water. Then basically everybody's like, oh, okay, somebody
It's
had to do it.
safe,
So
I
now
guess.
everybody rates the water. Everybody's swimming, having a good time. Then that's when this kid, whatever, starts swimming with a shark fin, and everybody's like, oh my God, shark. Um, and so everybody runs out of the water and they're like, oh, what's going on? So then they call all the cops or whatever, the patrols. They're
Again, what are
all
the
in their
cops gonna
boats
do about a shark?
to like or fishermen. I don't know. I don't know what they were. They weren't. But basically
The
then
shark
like
police.
the kids like poke their heads up like out of the water, and like everybody on the boats like got the guns like pointed at the kid. And they're like, oh no, no, oh it's
We're just
just a
gonna shoot the
kid.
shark
Yeah.
from the shore, no biggie.
No, they're in the water on their boats.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Ow,
'Cause
why are you
also
biting?
one, they're
I'm
pretty
bitten.
far out, like to be just swimming. I'm like, that's kind of also kind of sketch, but
Yeah.
whatever. Um, and then like that's when they're like, oh no, there's actually a shark here. Um,
Tilt
like
is
after
pushing
everybody
into my
cleared out, they're
computer.
like, oh, but there's
Sorry.
yeah, no, you're good. Like, oh, there's a cove over here, and there's an actual shark there now. So then that's when everything happens, and then they make the plan. And this dude's like, "Oh, like I'm the best fisherman. Like you pay me 10 grand, and I'll get rid of the shark for you."
10 grand was a lot of
Um,
money in 75.
right? Um, so yeah, then the movie pursues. But like, I'm like, why?
Why? Just
Like,
so many questions.
so many questions. And like, one of the scenes I laughed at was because everyone, like everybody's revolt, like this town just thrives on this beach or whatever.
hmm
So, the sheriff, whatever, he's like the main character. Um, he's got his son or whatever, and he's like arguing with like, or not really arguing with his wife, but like the son was crying because they came from the beach and he didn't get to have a fun time or whatever. And then so,
Son, do you want to be
um,
et?
right. So like at this point, like that they're home, dad's like holding the kid, and like he gets a call or they're on a call or something, and then he's like, "Hey," he hands kid to his wife, and he's like, "Hey, can you take him home?" And then the wife goes, um, "To our house or back to New York?"
Wait, what?
I'm like, "What exactly?" That was my reaction. I'm
What?
like, "Why would you go to?" I was like, "Just stay off the beach. Don't go in the water. It's a shark." Like, why are you just being so dramatic about this?
Oh my
Like, why?
God. My
Stay off the
moral of the
beach.
story, 70s and 80s movies are utterly perplexing. See also every single bad decision that is made in the entirety of the Alien franchise. Like, I cannot watch the Alien franchise because literally, if there is a wrong decision to be made, that
Don't
is
make
the
it.
choice that will be made.
Yeah. By the way, the
There's not
whole
a
time.
single good decision in any of those
No.
movies.
So caveat. So basically, before we had started the movie, okay, and just knowing how I am, knowing how my roommates are, and some of our friends, we were having a very we're being ourselves, very like
Very vivacious night.
we're talking about what are we talking about? We're talking about stereotypes.
Mm,
And we're like, hey, stereotypes come from somewhere. Like I was like, so
hashtag chicken and waffles.
Alfonso was there. I was like, hey, as a, like, so my aunt was like, oh, like what stereotypes come from? Sounds like friend Megan, white, husband Mitch, white, and they're like, hey, like, not that they're uncomfortable or anything. Like, they're fine. Obviously, like, they're welcome in our house. um, but I was like, hey, like, ask Alfonso the kind of gifts he gets me. Like, he,
I was
like,
hoping that's where this was going.
yeah. So like he's gotten me like Kool-Aid energy drinks. He's got me like watermelon stuff. Let me show you. One of the gifts he got me watermelon.
Yes.
Like that, and that's just our humor. So that's how the night started. But so back to the movie. The whole time, my aunt's just like, by the way, you would never see black people doing this.
Yeah.
Like this is a you people
This is
thing.
white people shit.
This is also white people shit.
And then we go to the why the white people wonder.
Yeah, why the West? Yeah, y'all wonders. We can't help it sometimes.
See,
Like,
I still think that that series is improperly named. You can wonder all you want. It's the investigation that's the
yeah,
problem.
people be like, oh, what's
Like,
going on over here? I'm not actually asking. That's rhetoric. Like,
yeah,
I'm
that is a
curious.
rhetorical question.
I'm not
We are
gonna
not
investigate
going to go
myself.
look at it.
I'm not a trained professional for this. I
Mm-mm.
need someone else to do this for me.
See,
Yeah,
also
like
Latinos against spooky shit.
very true.
Los spookies can stay over there.
Uh, like, if you have these are your people. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh, they're only half my people, okay? The other half of my
They'll
people
have
are the Latinos, and
yes.
they stay away from Los spookies, okay?
If you gotta like if you have some form of melanin, you ain't gonna be in those situations, plain and
Yeah,
simple.
just
Just-
just minor, just modicum
you
of
don't claim
melanin.
them.
I have very little of it, but there is some, okay?
All right, cool. Let's move
Okay.
into the topic of the week, which was
Uh, let's see here. So I don't want like I had a heavy thing to talk about, which I kind of want to talk about, but I don't want it to be the topic of the week. So I'm gonna go through our list of like funny things, and we're gonna do that first before we do
okay.
like heavy topic. Um, oh God, somebody gave me oh, we're going
Yep, yep,
back to so came up during margarita drinking yesterday.
yep,
I have an addition to our list of psychopathic behaviors.
yep. Let's add
Uh,
to it.
eating salad without salad dressing. You just drink water.
Wait, what?
Yeah. There's like,
Water.
yeah, so they like, salad is
Salad.
dry without
Yeah.
salad dressing. Uh, don't eat salad with, they eat just like spinach and croutons basically. And then no salad dressing. This is an actual person I know. And then because it's dry, they just drink water like while they're eating the salad.
Okay, so to be fair,
No, no, this is
no.
just objectively wrong. There is no fair here.
So I personally don't like salads. Okay, like I like
Okay,
some
I
are
don't care
good.
if you like
No,
salads
no,
or
no, no.
not.
I don't eat them. Like I
That's
will,
fine. You either
yeah.
eat the salad appropriately
But here's
with
if it's
salad
presented.
dressing.
So here's the thing: if it's presented to me, and I don't want to be rude, because then I will eat it dry. But I again back to how I just eat. I'll just shovel it in my mouth just to get rid of
That's a
it.
different thing. This
Yeah.
person like is objectively going for the salad, has chosen to eat a salad, has made a salad for themselves, and then
And then
not
just eats it, raw
and then
dogs
just
it.
eats it dry, just fucking raw dogs
Ah,
the salad.
ah,
Okay?
no, yeah, yeah, no raw dog and salad. Yeah.
An actual person I know. Like, when I tell you we judged him and we judged him hard.
As you should, properly so.
So, addition to the list of psychopathic behaviors,
Yeah,
eating
yeah,
salads without salad dressing.
yeah. That's a strange one.
Okay, we're gonna go with this question because
Okay.
I'm like scrolling through our list of questions,
Yeah,
and I may have asked you this one before, uh, but I'm gonna ask it again because it's just wildly inappropriate and it's fun. Okay, so backstory on this. I know an individual who works in utilities and construction, and
yeah.
apparently they frequently come across like Amish people who have been hired for the season to work in the crew.
Mhm.
And because I'm in like semi Amish country here.
Yeah.
And they show up with their non-power tools and like do whatever stuff is required to not use power tools. It's weird. I don't get it. But as part of this, I have been told a story, which is the Amish community is obviously very insular, and there's a potential for, some inbreeding. So periodically they have to inject some essence of outside of the community into Amishness. They offer money to
Yeah.
people on these crews to just be like, we will pay you. I think the going rate was $2,000 to come, like,
So put your seed
just
into the community.
put your seed into the community. Would you do it? Aside from the fact that apparently the only person they didn't offer it to was the Nigerian guy on the crew, so we're just going to ignore the obvious racism of the Amish for a second. Uh, would you do it?
So one, would they even accept me? Because obviously
No, we're
there's
going to put that aside.
put
We're just
that
going to
aside.
assume that they did.
Um, so I it would have to be more money than that for me to
Okay.
do that. Um,
So what's your dollar? What's
yeah, I don't know. Because here's the thing. One, I don't want some rando walking around with my face.
okay, fair.
And if I am going to do it, I would want to be in their life. I don't want to be like, oh,
Nope.
here's my seat. Because yeah, that's just a
Literally,
quick
you are
cut.
just injecting your essence
Yeah.
into the Amish community. You will have no contact with them again.
Yeah. Like I just don't want someone walking around with my face that I don't know.
Well, and considering your daughter is like your mini me, they definitely
Yeah,
would look exactly like you.
exactly. Like they're gonna be like, oh, you don't belong here. You belong
You
over
don't
there. Like
belong here.
we found a whole we found a whole fam. And that's the other thing. They're gonna like they obviously like choose like other whites
Yeah.
like to do that
Okay, we're just gonna like,
because
you know, pretend you're
but
white here
I'm
for a
just
second.
thinking
It's a fun thought experiment. Just pretend you're white for a second. You wonder a lot, and you're
I,
wondering a lot about an Amish girl, a poor innocent Amish girl.
and here's the other thing. So one, because they obviously don't have the science to do you would need to actually do the act of
Hmm.
in the Amish community, if you don't know this, people,
Is this
um,
true? I know where you're going. Is this
yeah,
actually true?
the father needs to watch to make sure no one's enjoying it.
I don't think, is that true?
I'm
I really
pretty
hope
sure
it's
that's
not.
true. I think
Oh
that's
God.
true.
Where would that come from biblically? Like, I'm gonna have to research this because that would have to
I
be a
don't
biblical
know.
thing.
I don't know if that's a biblical or if it's like certain communities. I don't know if it's just a guideline. I don't know. That's just what I heard. I could be wrong.
That's just what I heard.
But
Okay,
like,
someone fact check and let us know in the
yeah, fact
comments.
check, let us know in the comments. Um, but going based off that, I'm like, one,
Then you get
I
into the
know,
problem. Could you even get it up at that point?
yeah,
Okay, by the
that's
way,
the
we're gonna
thing.
have to mark this like PG-13.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not marked for kids. So yeah, when you upload, it's like it says, "Oh, is this something for kids?" No, no, no. But with that being said, the
But I still need your
th
dollar figure.
yeah, they can't afford it. Let's
They
just say
can't
that
afford it.
they can't afford it.
But what is it? Like, I
I'm
need to
gonna
know.
I'm gonna
I need to
say
know.
at least I would say at least half a mil,
Oh, okay.
at
All right.
least.
That's a respectable number.
Because like at that point, I'm just like, well, I'd be stupid not to do that. Because like
Yeah. See that like at a certain point the money becomes like
it
I
becomes
would be dumb not to do this.
yeah, like anything else, like
Could you imagine the story you'd have? Like,
yeah.
why are you debt free, Anthony? Well, you see.
Because it was one time, like I was approached with
How'd
this
you buy your
offer.
house? How'd you afford your down payment? Well, you see.
So what happened was,
All right.
yeah, no,
All right.
yeah,
Half a mil to continue the Amish way of
happened.
life.
Yep. Oh, man,
All right. You can ask me one absolutely unhinged question now. What do you got?
I don't really have an unhinged question.
Oh, come on. You
So
got to have something.
one of the things, I have a question for a guy, not a girl. So let's say, okay, so let's say, I don't know if this would necessarily work with you. Um, but if, so say you're in a relationship and you're, no, that doesn't work with you. It's
Okay.
more of a, you have to ask a guy a question.
Okay. Yeah, see, the Amish thing doesn't work for me, so
Yeah.
I can't give you an answer.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of restructure this question.
Okay.
So say your best friend, so you got two best friends. One having a baby, one of your best friends having a baby. You're already at that hospital, like just waiting, and they're happy, whatever. Second best friend in a hospital 40 minutes away, dying. Are you leaving the hospital that you're at to go see the other friend who is dying?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
without a doubt.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like,
Sure.
and honestly, like, assuming this is like, if they're both my best friends, like, they know each other
They
and
know, yeah,
like, it absolutely without a doubt. And like, I probably, the thing that would like give me the hang up is like, what do I tell my friend who's like currently in labor or like about to have a baby
yeah,
or something?
they're
Like,
about to pop.
yeah, like, what do I
You're
say?
in the
Like,
room, like
yeah,
you're
like,
in the
that's like where the real hang up is. Cause like absolutely no doubt, like I'm going to the other hospital. Like I love this friend, but like I will see them in perpetuity in the future. Like they're
yeah,
gonna, you know. I mean, I just had a really dark thought of like then they die in childbirth. But anyway, we're not gonna go down that road. Um oh yeah. See, I would have to like I'd basically like I'd have to tell someone else. Like I couldn't tell them like
yeah,
why I'm leaving because I wouldn't want to like, taint this happy moment of like, by the way, I'm leaving because somebody else is dying.
Yeah.
But I would have to like tell someone else, be like, look, just at a certain point they're going to be in labor. They're not going to be looking for me. Like, just
Yeah.
I need to go. Here's why. Bye. Like, oh
Uh,
Jesus, though.
Like they're the one, like say their
Mm-hmm.
dude left, like you're their person.
Oh, I'm their person.
You're their person.
Fuck. Okay, that changes the analysis.
Yeah, like you're their person that
Fuck.
they want you holding their hand, but you just got this news.
See, then it changes. Then I gotta
Uh,
stay. Then I gotta stay. Ugh. And just like hope. Oh my God. That's
Yeah.
awful. That's an awful question. At least the question I gave you was funny.
It's that twisted question.
Oh my
It's
God.
it's extremes on both sides. Like,
Yeah. No, and it like definitely like the first scenario, it's like I was imagining somebody else was there, like it wasn't just me.
yeah, like
Then it
this
was
is your
like for
person.
sure I'm out. But like,
Like, there's no guarantee that this other person's going to die, but their life is at risk.
oh no, then definitely I would stay. Like unless it was like the only like I'm only like
Like, life's
this
threatening.
actually this actually segues very nicely into the heavy topic I was going to talk about. So I'm going to stick a trigger warning on all this. This is a weird podcast today. We're going to stick a trigger warning right here.
Perfect.
Um, so the thing that I was like on this morning, so I just moved, obviously. So like I need to establish new doctors and all that stuff here.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so I requested all my medical records from Kaiser and um like in some kind of like morbid curiosity, basically like went down the rabbit hole of like reading my medical records. And so um I think pretty much everybody, but well, anybody who knows me directly knows this by now, but like I had a hysterectomy when I was 31. Um and like there's it's interesting. So I was in a long-term relationship at the time. I wasn't married, but I was in a long-term relationship and like we had conversations about whether or not we were going to have kids and all this other stuff. And made the affirmative decision that we weren't going to, which in retrospect I still believe was the correct decision. Um, but it's interesting what happens. Like you can be so certain about a decision, and then you make the decision, go through with it. It's an irreversible decision, and you're sterilizing yourself. So it's an
yeah.
irreversible decision. And then like the gravity of that decision really hits you because like at the time that I did it, none of my friends had had kids yet, and like it was just kind of this like nebulous concept of like having children. And then about a year later, like my friends started having
They're
kids, and like
popping out
multiple of my
kids.
friends have had kids, and like the realization of like I was never going to be able to get pregnant. I was never going to be able to carry a child. I was never going to be able to have birth or like give birth or like have my own kid. And like the impact that that has on your feeling of like being a woman. It's like there's something almost like intrinsic that is lost in this feel. And like I remember researching before because I'm a lawyer and that's what I do. I remember researching before having the surgery of like, you know, women who had hysterectomies in their early 30s and like their experiences. And I remember reading about women who talked about like feeling like they lost their femininity basically, or they lost like some intrinsic quality of like being a woman. And thinking when I read it, like, that's never going to happen to me. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Like that should always be a flag when you think something can never happen to you. Like you should always be like, oh well, it's probably gonna happen to me then.
yeah, like
Um, so that like suddenly being confronted with the realization of like there's a thing that my body is supposed to be able to do that I can't
I
do.
can't do it.
Um, and then like, so I just started thinking about all of that again, and I started reading my medical chart like with clear eyes. Like the last time I read it was like very shortly after the surgery, mostly just to look to like confirm whether or not I had the condition that they thought I had, which is adenomyosis.
Mhm.
Um, Similar to endometriosis, which most people know about, but adenomyosis is different. Um, and like almost having this moment of panic, being like, oh, did I make that up? Like they did diagnose me with that, right? Like because it's incurable. It's just a thing that happens, and like the only way that I actually was frustrated to find out this morning while I was researching that there are ways now to diagnose it without having to have a hysterectomy. So that would have been nice to know. But anyway, um, I think the decision would have ultimately been the same, but it would have been nice to know before I had the surgery.
Beforehand. Yeah,
um, anyway, so like going through this whole like review of my medical chart and kind of just like all the emotions and experiences that come with that of like just with like a clear mind after you're like not in the haze of having major surgery and you can like read it with clear eyes and those sorts of things because like you basically I just remember having a conversation with my doctor afterwards where they're like yep you had adenomyosis confirmed whatever and like having this like sigh of relief that's like
yeah,
okay like I made the right decision um and like reviewing like because like the other thing is somebody asked me one time, might have been Matt that asked me actually, but somebody asked me at one point, like if you could know anything, like if you could ask God like any
yeah,
question, um, what would you ask them?
yeah,
And at the time, and I think the answer is still the same, is um like the emotional struggle that I went through afterwards for like that I still have from time to time, but it's less now. Like the emotional struggle that I had with like not being able to have kids and that whole thing, like and just like the emotions that came along with that. And like the sense of loss and just anyway, yeah. Loss is really the only word that you can put on it. But going through that, did I actually save myself a worse pain by than like deciding I wanted to try to have kids and then like not being able to have kids. Like,
yeah. I'm being
you know,
frustrated, be
yeah, like
all
being
that.
frustrated by like infertility or like
Yeah,
those sorts of things. And like it's an unknowable question. I mean, like infertility is very common with adenomyosis. And so like it's very possible that that could have happened or, the child is not healthy or whatever. Like you have some kind of problems because your uterus doesn't work the way it's supposed to.
yeah,
Um, so like that's always something that I think I'll wonder about forever is like, did I like could I have even had kids? Like, because you have this like thought of like, oh, maybe I should have tried to have kids before I had the surgery, blah blah blah, and then it's like,
yeah,
well, maybe I would have never been able to, and I was just like prolonging my own misery in a different way.
yeah,
So that was my morning.
yeah. I mean, shit just pops up randomly and stuff like that. It just you
Yeah,
don't expect it, and then it just hits like a wave one day, and you're like, oh, okay,
yep. So
it happens.
eh, you know, but um, TLDR, be careful when you start reading your own medical charts and start Googling things.
Yeah,
Not
just
because like you're gonna get like a an additional diagnosis or something, but then you just start like asking yourself questions again that you haven't asked yourself in a long time.
yeah. Basically, if you Google anything, you ever Google symptoms, basically the answer is death.
Yeah, death, cancer,
Like I'm
just
basically gonna die.
yep. So we can go to a lighter topic now.
All right, all
Adriana's existential crisis is just, casually in the middle of the podcast. It's fine.
it's okay. We sandwich it.
Yep.
All right.
Uh,
Let's
I
see.
believe that's what we call a shit sandwich.
Let's see. Yeah, you know. Um, I had a question. What was I gotta find it? What was it? Oh, fun fact that I don't think that you've realized about me
Oh,
is I've never been on a motorcycle before.
I did not know this.
Yeah, I know you love your motorcycle. I've never actually rode a motorcycle before.
Why not?
Just haven't. But also, like,
Have you ever wanted to? Doesn't your brother have a
no,
motorcycle?
no. He used to.
Yeah, that's what I
So
thought. Like I knew there
yeah,
was a story here. Like
yeah,
your brother got one and then like was like, don't tell mom.
yeah. So basically, basically our whole lives growing up, like, oh, I don't like bikes, don't ride, never get a motorcycle, blah blah blah. Like, because for a reason, like
They're dangerous.
they're
There's a
dangerous,
reason
very
I don't
dangerous.
have one
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, they're dangerous. And it's not necessarily that people you don't trust yourself. It's just that you can't trust other drivers, and it's
Yeah.
just like that in cars. But yeah, it's very dangerous to ride motorcycles, and then and um. So I want to say this is when he was living in Washington, oh, before he moved to Oregon.
Hang on. Before you tell the story, like I need to know why you're not interested in motorcycles though.
All
Like
right.
we're gonna get derailed here.
No, no, all good. I just haven't felt the need or wants or try, like I'm interested, I'm interested, but I'm not willing just because I don't know if it's like survival instincts that I'm just like, why would I do this?
You
Like
would also need like a gigantic bike.
that's the
Like,
other
oh
thing.
my
Like
God.
I've gotten like on like, and I wouldn't want like a Harley or anything, like because those like the bigger bikes are something that would actually like support me and I could extend my
Hmm.
legs and stuff. But like if I'm
Yeah,
getting a
you'd need
bike,
like a
I'd want
freaking
like a
Hayabusa or something in order to
yeah,
fit on a rocket.
because but that's what I would want is a rocket.
Yeah.
But like like my both feet would be on the ground. Like
Actually, like, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't even get the same feel with like an enduro bike or a BM, like you would need like a BMW or something with like a much higher seat height, like
yeah,
something I couldn't even ride because like my toes would be dragging in the ground.
yeah, like I yeah, I just never felt though it's never really interested me. Like it's cool. Like I'll watch people ride bike. Like I don't
Yeah.
like it's cool, but I never have, never felt the need, never, yeah, just haven't.
All right, that's fair. Although, like, as I like, since I'm back in Wisconsin now, like, I'm seriously like, not now because it's the end of the riding season, so this would be like a
Yeah,
next summer thing. But like, seeing people on their motorcycles, it's like a very big thing in the summer in Wisconsin, and like, Wisconsin's the home of Harley Davidson, so like, there's
yeah.
motorcycles everywhere. Harleys are big here. Um, I'm also a rocket rider. I'm not a cruiser person, but like I'm just like, oh man, I would definitely get a bike here again because it's like it's the reason why I got rid of it was riding in the Bay Area is just so dangerous. And like I wrecked my
Yeah.
motorcycle and it was just like it was a low speed wreck. It was in traffic. It was, at the end of the day, it was a big nothing. But it just I never
It
got to
wakes you up.
ride. Yeah,
Yeah,
I never got to ride because it was always so congested and there were so many people and like I didn't have anybody to ride with. And it's like if you're riding in conditions like that, it's so much better to have at least one other person.
yeah.
Um, so it just like it finally got to the point where I sold my bike. But now that I'm back here, I really am considering getting another
Like
one.
roads are more open, less
Yeah,
crazies on the road.
yep. Well, and it's like you can just go out on county roads here. There's county roads everywhere and just ride and, have a nice go. But okay,
Uh,
well, fun fact. All
yeah,
right.
fun fact. Uh, I had another one.
I
What
had
was
one
my
too.
question? I wrote it down, but I don't see it. What's
Oh, I have a
that?
good one. Um, What's something that people believe about you that isn't true? I wrote this down a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Something that people believe about me that isn't true.
Yeah, or like they think about you that isn't true.
I I don't know. I don't I don't care enough. I feel like you maybe asked me this. Like, I don't know what people think of me. Um, and
Not
because
true. Like we talk a lot about how people like have first
how
impressions of you or have opinions of you that like are
yeah,
just not that you care to correct them necessarily, but it's like common themes in
I guess I don't know. Like
I probably shouldn't ask you this when you're hungover from Jaws movie
I'm
night.
oh I'm not hungover. Like
You're
I
sleep
had like
deprived.
yeah, that's more accurate description. Um I actually feel good. It's just like I'm still like obviously that's I was just up way later than I
Hmm.
normally am and woke up the same time I always do. So, um, what's something that people assume to be true that isn't? Um, that's hard for me because if people, it depends on who you ask. Like even if people like don't know me, like it's just like a coworker, like an acquaintance or something, like there's a lot of people who just don't know me.
Hmm.
So I don't think they really assume anything. It's hard to know people's assumptions about you, you
That's true.
know.
Okay, so like people who are at work, like I know we've talked about like people at work having like perceptions of you and like for example, like when people thought you were like stalking somebody and it was just like, no, I'm just a nice
Yeah.
guy. Like
Just
that sort of thing where it's like people have
yeah.
no idea who you are and so they just make like random assumptions about you.
Yeah, it goes yeah, it's one of those things where people think I'm just like my approach to people is like just very warm and just like I approach you with like a genuine heart. I'm open. Like if I ask how your day is, I'm genuinely asking how your day is. How are you? And most people are like, oh, I'm good. And so I'll say, are you lying to me? Like, are you actually good? And that usually catches people off guard. It's like, no,
Yep.
like I don't, I'm not going out of my way. Like, I don't have to ask you how your day is. If
Hmm.
I like, I'll just say, good morning, good morning. Like, it's just
You're not
easy
giving
pleasantries, get
pleasantries.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm actually asking, how are you? Like, I want to know how you are. And then that opens the door for conversation. Um, and so like it's actually easy for me to make friends. So when people also are giving me that same energy back, then I'm gonna be friend. That's how you make friends. Not
Hmm.
everybody is like, I guess, work driven and like
Yeah.
I'm I like people. I trust in people. So like if someone is a good person, I want to know them more. And I want them to know me more and get like that's how you connect. That's human nature. At least it used to be. I don't know what's going on nowadays.
Nobody knows
Like,
what's going on
like,
nowadays.
but so when other people see other people being friendly towards one another,
Hmm.
they assume, oh, like that's weird. Why are they together? So, which also takes me back to when, um, so other best friend Marissa, we worked
Hmm.
together. She, when like I told her about the job, and so they hired her. And so like sometimes we like go out and get lunches together
Hmm.
or like to sit on like the bench like outside the building or whatever and like just eat. And I remember someone being like, "Hey, oh, you're talking to that new girl? Like, what's going on there?"
You getting on
And I'm
that?
like, "Who?" I was like, "Marissa." Like, we've literally known each other since high school. Like,
Yeah.
we literally hang out all the time.
Yeah.
Y'all like, really? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to
Just
be
because
friends
she's the
with
new
people
girl to you
just
doesn't
because
mean
she's
she's
a
the new
yeah.
girl to me.
Like, yeah, we're both tall. So what? Yeah, like it's
We're both tall.
like y'all trying to make something out of nothing. So people assume just the what's the word I'm looking for? The societal norms
Hmm.
kind of goes back to our first episode, if you watch that in
Yep.
episode 0. Um, Having friendships that are like ours, like people assume, oh, they're together. They like no, we're just friends.
Yeah.
It's
We can
okay to
love
have
each other and it's
friendships.
okay. It's
Yeah,
normal.
it's y'all the weird ones. Like, oh,
Exactly.
like
Like
why did you
you're
say
the
this?
weird ones, like
Like, Katie, are you
ascribing ulterior motives.
yeah, are you incapable of having a genuine relationship with someone? Like, and not yeah.
Honestly, I think a lot of people are.
No,
Like,
absolutely. Because and because they've never experienced it.
hmm.
So like even so I've always been the type of person to like just give out compliments to people
Hmm.
just because I know it like brightens their day. I'm not trying to hit on you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I like your boots. Oh, like sorry, I have not. I was like, I'm
Sorry, I have a
taken.
boyfriend.
Sorry, I have a boyfriend. I was like, bitch,
Oh,
you ugly.
okay.
I
Bitch,
was a
you
couple.
ugly. I said your boots were
I
nice,
said your
not your
boots are good. I
face.
like your boots. Like I'm not
Oh my
trying to
God.
come. I like your style. I'm trying to compliment you here.
Bitch, you ain't
I'm
even
not.
my type.
You're not like. I like your style.
Oh my
You
God.
personally like. You know, God must have been getting sleepy. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. That like that goes to like what we talked about before though. Like I know you and I have talked about this where like people don't expect you to just be genuine.
Yeah,
Like going back to like what you were talking about like genuinely asking how somebody's doing or whatever. Like
yeah.
it's not just a pleasantry. Like I'm being like completely
Being
forthright and
sincere.
genuine about like wanting to know how your day's going. But going along with that, it's like that most people think most people are always looking for the subtext or like think that like what you
Yep,
say isn't what you mean or
yep.
whatever. And it's just like with you and me, it's like, nah, I
I say
said the
what I
thing
mean.
that
I
I
mean what
meant.
I say.
Yeah, like I don't sugarcoat things. I don't like, I mean you should sugarcoat things a little. Again, going back to episode 0, just like a little sugar's okay sometimes.
But
But it's just like in general, it's like what I say is what I mean. And I think, I don't know, with you in particular, I feel like a lot of people are just like don't take you at face value and then all of a sudden get surprised when it's you actually meant the
when I
thing that
actually
you said.
yeah, and so yeah, that's kind of what people I guess assume about me that isn't true. Is you know you think you know me, you don't know me.
Hmm. Except you could
So,
know me really easily if you just pay attention to the things that I say because I don't
yeah,
hide anything.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
the weird like actually I never thought about that until right now. It's like this weird dichotomy between like you don't know me except if you just paid attention for 5 minutes, you would actually know me pretty well.
Yep, yep. What about you? What's something that people assume about you but isn't
Mm.
true?
It depends on how I meet them, but generally it's I think a lot of people assume things about me based on the fact that I'm a lawyer and like, you know, assuming
That
that
you're
I'm going to be
boring. Okay.
argumentative or like I'm super
Yeah.
dry or like, I'm super intellectual or whatever. And I actually think one of the biggest things that people get wrong about me is my like where I land on the political spectrum, but that's a whole other thing. Like most people would probably make a lot of assumptions about me, but are very wrong.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think a lot of it is, or this is why I say it depends on the context that people meet me in. Is like if you meet me at a rock show, Like you're
Yeah.
gonna think something completely different about. Like people are always shocked when they find out I'm a lawyer. Um, and my dad and I have had conversations about like, wanting to poll people at rock shows or something and be like, what do you do for work? What
What's
do you
your,
do for
yeah,
work? Like, and try to find all of the like, people who are in these like really like ivory tower white collar jobs because my dad's a doctor. And then they're like, grungy and in the pit at some metal show, which is like my favorite thing ever.
which I feel like
Um,
you could do that, not to cut you off, but
no, no.
with anybody at a rock show.
Oh,
Like,
you could.
who are you in real
Yeah.
life? Like,
Yeah.
because
Well, and like, and there are people like, you walk up to some dude who's wearing like a battle vest and has like hair down to his waist. Like, that dude probably is just like a metalhead through and through, and he's
yeah,
working some like,
he's in
job that would very
sales.
much fit with like the metalhead culture and whatever. Like, there are people where you're just like, nope, you are what you are. Good, good
Yeah,
on you.
yeah,
But then, you meet people who are like, you can just look at them and be like, what do you do
yeah.
on a
What?
daily basis?
Yeah,
Tell me more.
yeah,
um, I don't know. Maybe that'll be a thing. Next like rock show I go to, I'll just like go around and interview people. Be like, hey, I do a podcast. Like I'm trying to learn what other rockers are like.
yeah. That'd be fun.
That'd be a good episode. But yeah, it like because and we've talked about this too because I'm like super multifaceted and I can't be put in a box. It really depends on like the circumstance that people meet me in
Yeah,
to like the assumptions that they make about me.
yeah. Cool.
With that,
We will leave you. Uh, Thanks for coming to our Dark Chocolate Mocha podcast.
yeah, Dark Chocolate Mocha, episode 2, not 3, 2.
Too.
Uh, Wrapping up, and thank you all for being here. We
Thank you.
will see you in 2 weeks.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. All right. Bye.
Ciao, y'all. Bye.